Right now, Georgia pharmacies can still hand out medical marijuana to patients. Now, this comes after a stern warning from the Drug Enforcement Administration, the DEA. So just last week, the DEA said that these pharmacies could be breaking federal law. 11 Alive's Don White is in Clayton County with the new proposal from the state medical cannabis regulators.
The board is trying to come up with a game plan so it doesn't put pharmacies at odds with the federal government while continuing to provide patients with their medication here in Georgia. Pharmacist Dr. Jude Ohio was excited to bring medical cannabis to Trusty Drugs in Forest Park.
The pharmacy with easy access. There are a lot of pharmacies, and the patients already know the locations.
But last week, he had second thoughts on applying to fill low THC oil prescriptions in the pharmacy.
Actually, it came as a surprise to me because we were prepared to set up for this service, and suddenly they wrote us this letter.
The Drug Enforcement Administration, also known as the DEA, sent this letter to Georgia pharmacies saying it would violate federal law to provide the drug since it's still considered a Schedule I substance.
If not in the pharmacy, where else? Because I feel that we deal with controlled substances. The fact that it's a Schedule I doesn't make it so much different. We have Schedule IIs and other scheduled drugs.
Wednesday, the Georgia Access to Medical Cannabis Commission held a special called meeting to look for ways to move forward.
It does require collaboration with our sister agencies, and then obviously any kind of action that we would take or things that we would do, is through the arms of the AG's office, through the executive branch.
Another idea at the meeting urged the federal government to change medical cannabis from a Schedule I to a Schedule II drug. That's something Dr. Ohio agrees with.
I understand the concern, being that it's now a Schedule I substance. Things like that are not easy to change. But then we have to consider people that need it.
About 120 pharmacies have already applied for a license to sell medical marijuana. Georgia is the first state to allow pharmacies to dispense low THC oil. In Forest Park, Don White, 11 Alive News.